Well, it looks like Hosni Mubarak stepping down in September, giving him time to get his retirement package in place.
Well, it was looking quite good yesterday. Everybody was saying, you know, he's blinked, he'll be gone within a week. But on the streets now, the most amazing footage, if you're watching Al Jazeera on your double set screen at the office, I mean, people throwing stones at each other. It looks like a kind of medieval Battle of Hastings scene going on down there. So now all bets are off. People are saying there are hoods that are being paid by Mubarak to go down there and disrupt, and that he's going to kind of send in the military to restore law and order. So things looking very fragile there. People are asking me, well, what does this mean for markets? Should I be getting out? The market's been very strong throughout the day, so it's hard quite to see where the connection is. But remember, the theory here is that this economy is relatively closed. It's not going to be a major issue. It's unlikely to cause significant leakage. Yes, if the oil routes start to get a little bit compromised and things start to spread, but for the moment anyway, it seems a kind of a sideshow. And certainly the US market is firm, and our market finishing very firm today.
As you said, markets seem to shrug off Egypt at the moment. One of the big gainers today, Vodacom, they came out with a quarterly trading up data. Revenue up 5.6%, 2.2 million new customers, so looking pretty good.
Amazing. And really what's interesting for me is the growth in data sales. You know, a lot of people on these shows talk about how these cell phone companies are mature. It's one of my big bugbears, but if you look at it, what they're really selling are these dongles that plug into the side of phones, because the 3G network in South Africa is not bad. Look, it's not great. A lot of people complain, but it's not bad by international standards. So a lot of thing we're seeing here is revenue and profits from data sales going up above the 10% level. And it's part of the future of the business, because we know that voice calls are becoming less popular. I'm sure you don't call in your friends anymore. You send them text messages. In fact, I know people who regard it as a crime against humanity if you leave them a voicemail. A voicemail is like a big insult to leave somebody a voicemail.
We talked about letter writing. Of course, the big number we're going to focus on now is the non-farm payroll numbers. Answer the US on Friday. We've seen ADP numbers looking pretty good again.
Exactly, and to be honest, that's probably what the market was rallying on in New York. I know it's kind of flat, and we'll look and see if it goes higher later. But the ADP number normally gives you a steer. That was about 40,000 higher than was expected. So at some point, we're going to have a big blowout NDP number, and that's likely to push us higher. Friday looks like it could be our day.
Now, for the previous 2 months, those ADP numbers were positive, the non-farm payrolls were negative.
Exactly. So in other words, they were disappointing. So somewhere along the line, given the solid numbers have been coming through from businesses and the reviving consumer confidence, you've got to be looking for a non-farm payrolls number that surprises to the upside.